Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
And now, please welcome your Cleveland Guardians.
So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill today, Logan Allen. How about a scouting report on him?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Ready to go. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan.
Swing and a foul out of play. That's in there. 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fly ball center field. Thomas right there to make the grab. And there's one down. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. A changeup missing. 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here in Cleveland. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Matthew Liberatore. What do you look for here?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. To the right side, and it kicks off the bag. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Here comes Lane Thomas. Late swing fouled off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Here's Jose Ramirez. To third. Dives and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And that drops in for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Two on, one out. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a pitch. That to right. And that's a fair ball. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Kyle Manzardo will hit next, and Cleveland on top 1-0. And that's off the outside edge, and that is ball 1. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swinging a foul straight back.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Inside, just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Ramirez at third. Santana at first. One gone. There goes the runner. Foul ball there. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Grounder might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. Carlos Santana, so smooth for the Guardians. It's an early 1-0 lead. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Contreras now.
Wilson Contreras.
Allen back to work. That one fouled off. Out in front and foul to the left side. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. And there's a ball. That one well upstairs. Now 2-2. Inside, almost got him. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball.
Let's go, Cleveland.
One out, base is empty. That missed by a lot. 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Redbirds down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann.
Daniel Schneemann.
That's in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Nabs it, and there's one down.
Batting seventh, catcher
Bo Naylor at the plate now. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room. It's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Gabriel
Arias digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, Arenado. The throw to first. Guardians go down in order. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They lead it 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off for
half
the
of the third
Cardinals,
inning.
the
Now up for
designated
St.
hitter,
Louis,
Nolan
Nolan Gorman.
Gorman.
That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And there's one away.
Batting 8th, catcher, Pedro Pajes.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. Pajes goes 5 feet 11 inches, 245 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. First offering, and it just misses.
No strike.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Thomas makes the grab, 2 down.
Batting 9th, center fielder, Victor Scott.
And now here's a
second.
speed threat, outfielder Victor Scott. First pitch just misses. In the air, left side. Kwan sprinting after it. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
stepping
off
up for the Guardians,
right
Jonathan
fielder,
Rodriguez.
Jonathan
All right, Siggy, trivia
Rodriguez.
time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here,
Ball
but
one.
first homer for Cleveland. Give
One
me a
ball,
hint.
one strike.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam.
Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3. Stephen Kwan
next for
getting
the
ready to
Guardians.
hit. 1 for 1.
Left
He
fielder,
led off the bottom of the first with a single.
Stephen Kwan.
The other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
It's never fun going
Up
back to the
next for the
dugout after hitting a line
Guardians.
drive that finds a
Center
glove, but
fielder,
you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact,
Thomas.
you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Thomas in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top
Oh,
of the
that's
strike
cool.
zone, middle away.
2 outs.
Ball inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Two down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. And they'll do it again. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And that's in the dirt.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
This to third. Zips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of him there. 3 innings complete. It's the Guardians 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Here in Cleveland, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Brendan Donovan. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. And it's off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
All over that one right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn. He's 0 for 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Hunter Gaddis, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Smith also getting ready. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson, next up for the Cardinals. Flied to right his first time. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2. Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
With the tying run at third, top half of inning number 4. Off the mark there, and the count is even 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Got him! And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one is inside ball 1. Runner at third, 2 away. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brings it in, and that's the third out. The Cards leave one. They still trail 1-0. Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom four. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. That clips a corner.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next pitch misses. 1-1. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Phil Maton getting ready to go. Romero, the lefty, warming up as well. And that is in for a strike. And a count 2-1.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And now it's even up.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
And now here is Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And Arenado makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel Schneeman.
Daniel Schneeman digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1 so far.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Upstairs. Ball 1.
Ball 2.
That one is upstairs.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
On the ground, right side. To first, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Guardians, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Cleveland, ready now for the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Allen back to work. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that is out of play. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Outside with a breaking ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Thomas makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Fly to left his first time. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Nootbaar stands at first with 1 out. Strike 3, got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Next to hit, Pedro Pajes. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's down and in.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 2-1.
1 strike.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for the Cardinals, still behind by a count of 1-0.
Now pitching for
Back
St.
now to
Louis.
start the bottom of the 5th and taking
Number
over on the mound,
88.
Phil Maton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game, and now the catcher comes up to him.
Oh,
Bo Naylor. He popped out his first time. That's in there. It's 0-1. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Guardians, the shortstop.
And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Off the plate inside, and it's 1-0. This one chopped up the middle. Over to first, 2 gone.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Rodriguez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that one wrapped foul. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. 5 innings complete. It's the Guardians 1 and the Cardinals nothing.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Guardians.
And here comes the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
So digging in, Victor Scott.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And a pitch. High fly ball down the left field line. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman
Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals, 1 for 2. And fouled off. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And the tying run is on base.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
1 down, runner at first. And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Alec Burleson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. The throw to third. The tag, and he's out.
As a base runner right there, you're making the call yourself. This ball is clearly in front of you, and you've got to know for sure if you're going to be able to make it safely to third. That time, he was wrong as a really nice throw came into third.
So it's their last chance in this one. And the batter now, Alec Burleson. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.